Book of 2 Peter chapter 2. But there were false prophets among the people, just as there will be false teachers among you. They will secretly introduce destructive heresies, even denying the Lord who bought them, bringing swift destruction upon themselves. Many will follow their depraved ways, and because of them, the way of truth will be blasphemed. In their greed, these false teachers will exploit you with fabricated stories. Their judgment has been a long time coming, and their destruction has not been sleeping. For if God did not spare the angels who sinned, but cast them down to hell and committed them to chains of darkness, reserved for judgment. And if God did not spare the ancient world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing the flood upon the world of the ungodly. And if God condemned the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah to destruction, reducing them to ashes as an example to those who would live ungodly lives. And if God rescued righteous Lot, who was deeply troubled by the wickedness of those around him. For that righteous man, living among them, was tormented in his righteous soul day after day by their lawless deeds. Then the Lord knows how to rescue the godly from trials and to hold the unrighteous for punishment on the day of judgment. These false teachers are especially characterized by their indulgence in the lusts of uncleanness, their rejection of authority, and their arrogance. They are not afraid to slander glorious beings. Even angels, who are greater in strength and power, do not bring slanderous accusations against such beings before the Lord. But these people, like irrational animals, mere creatures of instinct meant to be captured and destroyed, revile things they do not understand. They will be destroyed by their own corruption, suffering the penalty for their unrighteousness. They consider it a pleasure to revel in the daytime. They are blots and blemishes, reveling in their deceitful pleasures while feasting with you. Their eyes are full of adultery, never stopping to sin, enticing unstable souls. Their hearts are trained in greed. They are cursed children. They have forsaken the right way and gone astray, following the way of Balaam the son of Beor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness. But he was rebuked for his wrongdoing. A dumb donkey spoke with a human voice and restrained the prophet's madness. These people are wells without water, clouds carried by a tempest, for whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. For when they speak great swelling words of emptiness, they allure through the lusts of the flesh, through lewdness, the ones who have actually escaped from those who live in error. While they promise them liberty, they themselves are slaves of corruption, for by whom a person is overcome, by him also he is brought into bondage. For if, after they have escaped the defilements of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, they are again entangled in them and overcome, the latter end is worse for them than the beginning. For it would have been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, than having known it, to turn away from the holy commandment delivered to them. But it has happened to them according to the true proverb, a dog returns to his own vomit, and, a sow, having washed, to her wallowing in the mire.